11th, 2023. We have to start this one on a solemn note and send our prayers and condolences for the family of Michael Keys III, a teenager who, in the middle of a teen fight and a group fight outside on Pershing Avenue near Penn Park last week, was the victim of homicide. And our condolences and prayers do go out to the family and all the friends. The assailant, the actor in the homicide, has been arrested and will be charged as an adult. So that was rapidly solved and the perpetrator taken off the streets. I know that there's a lot of anger and sadness and frustration in the community. I tried as early as last week to start setting up some public meetings or a public meeting to try to make sure that everyone's concerns were heard. This time of year with all the Christmas activities, that's very difficult to schedule. We tried to, Dr. Berry, the superintendent of York City School District, and I tried to arrange for one at the best location that we could find, Edgar Foz Smith School on Tuesday. Unfortunately, there is an event there on Tuesday night that she was unaware of, and so that meeting that has been announced is now canceled. We are trying to work with all of our schedules. I really want to get, this was my idea, I really wanted to get Chief Quinn, Chief Muldrow, Dr. Berry, and myself at a location all at the same time. That, again, this time of year, that's very difficult to schedule, but we are trying our best to schedule that. I know I heard some complaints from the community about the location. We tried very hard to find a good location for this, and we are still trying. I don't know how many people remember that after the death of Negus Griggs, there was an event held independently by the community, and nearly 400 people showed up at that event. So this is not something that we can just do at City Council or in a small room. So we have looked over everything. The auditorium at Hannah Penn is under construction right now, so we can't be at Hannah Penn. Remember, we need parking, we need an auditorium, and we need a good, secure place. McKinley, we can't do it. The space is too small there. Ferguson doesn't have parking. So we've been trying very hard to find a location, and I want to be honest with you. When a tragedy like this occurs, when having a public meeting, it is not the best idea to immediately have a meeting right at the same location as the tragedy occurred. That's not what you want in a public meeting. So I know that some people, and we may end up having it at York High, right adjacent to where this all occurred, but that, as you probably know already, York High is closed today. There have been concerns in the community and threats put out there about violence around that area. And so we do not want to endanger the public by bringing them to a community forum. So we're trying really hard, and I believe that we will find a solution. It might not be as soon as I want it to be. I wanted to have the meeting as soon as possible so that people could tell me directly their concerns. But we are working on it, and we will have it as soon as possible and as conveniently as possible. So again, the size of the expected attendance, the safety of the attendees, the parking, all of these are things that we've taken into consideration in trying to find a good location. So if you are not happy with the original location, the good news is that that can't happen anyhow. We may still end up there. Really, Davis has a good auditorium, but that's way out, literally outside of the city of York. So we're really trying very hard. I know some other suggestions were out there, but if attendance is anything like I suspect it could be, we it's very difficult to accommodate this. So I'm going to be working all day today on trying to find a good location, central location with parking. And I want to make sure, and you can contact us directly. I know I got some questions about activities for the kids. There are many activities for our kids right now. We're trying to produce more. Check the Vonnie Grimes gym. Check check with the school district with all the extracurricular activities. There are. I know people say there are not a lot of things to do, but if you watch this message or look at the schedules of different locations, you'll see whether it's a Salvation Army or different venues around the city. We've got lots of things going on, whether you're into arts or sports. So I hope families will take advantage of these things. I agree 100%, we need to do more to steer these kids away from boredom or influences that make them think that, street fighting in the middle of the day and someone ending up dead and another person ending up in prison for a very long time, probably. This is not what we want for our kids, and we don't want our kids to think that this is okay. So please do your part in making sure that you share your love and your energy with the kid to try and direct them on the right path, and we'll continue to do what we can to try and assist you and supply our kids with activities. But definitely, Vonnie Grimes Gym is activated all the time. There's stuff to do, and honestly, we need more people to take advantage of the opportunities that we have. So I'll get back to you as soon as I can on a location and dates and times for our public listening sessions. Not a great way to go into it, but Happy Hanukkah to our Jewish faith members of our community and all of their supporters and allies. Sorry, it's hard to go from discussion of a lost teen into being happy, but I hope we can all celebrate this season and be grateful for what we have. If you have a business in the city, we continue to take applications for our small business startup grants and our minority women-owned and individuals with disabilities owned businesses. We continue to, those are up to $5,000, so please apply. The Festival of Trees is going on at the Goodridge Freedom Center, 123 East Philadelphia Street. This is really cool because there's an advertisement in the 1840s York newspapers about William Goodridge bringing Christmas trees to York and showing people what this is all about, and really getting, I think some Germans brought the tradition with them, but William Goodridge was the main person who brought these festivities to our community. So that is going to be at 123 East Philadelphia Street at the Goodridge Freedom Center now through December 27th. At York Libraries, at Martin Library, here for you, Empire Beauty School will be coming to the library. So if you're interested in cosmetology, into getting into those fields, it would be a good time to be there. And that's Wednesday from 1:30 to 3 o'clock, so you can learn about a career in cosmetology. Artist Feast and Art Swap at Creative York is on Thursday at 5:30, so bring a dish or beverage and a piece of your art to trade with others. What a good way to get gifts. If you're an artist, go and trade your art for somebody else's art, and then you have a great gift for your loved one. Spruced Up Decorated Christmas trees this Friday and Saturday at Rev Stadium, Wellspan Park, 5 Brooks Robinson Way. That'll be going on Friday and Saturday from 5 to 8. The night before Christmas will be, the film will be at Cap Film Friday at 7 o'clock at the Appel Center, and that's $8. Krampusnacht and the Dark Holiday Market will be, if you don't know about Krampus, look that up. He's kind of the bad side for the bad kids. The bad side of Christmas in European tradition, certainly in German tradition. If you are a bad kid, Krampus could come looking for you. So there's a dark holiday market at Royal Square Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., right around 109 South Duke Street. Wreaths Across America is at Lebanon Cemetery, and that's Saturday at 10:30 in the morning. So volunteers will lay wreaths at over 300 African American veterans' graves. I was just reading the history that was written here in York about the participants in what was at that time called the U.S. Colored Troops, the YSCT, and in the Civil War. And I knew that we had some veterans in Lebanon Cemetery. I had no idea how many. So it was absolutely amazing to read the information about the different veterans that are buried in Lebanon Cemetery. And then that led me to read an article by Michael Smith, also, I believe, is it Michael Smith? Stephen Smith, sorry, in the 2015 Journal of York History from the York History Center, which also told about many more veterans that had moved on and not necessarily been buried in Lebanon Cemetery, but were still African American heroes from here in York City. So definitely come out on Saturday and show your respect for those that fought for the freedom of this country and the soul of this country in the Civil War in ending slavery. And again, that's Saturday morning at 10:30. There's art making activities, Hope and Peace and Love at Market View Arts on Saturday from 11 to 1. So bring your young folks out and come make some art. And finally, we continue to ask for your input on the survey on Farquhar and Kiwanis, Noonan Field, and Bance Park. We are doing a revisioning there. What do you want the park system to look like for the next 50 years? So please just jump on the Survey Monkey there and give us your input so you can help us create the city that you deserve. So with that, again, I'll be getting back to you shortly on the public meetings that we are trying to schedule, public meeting or meetings that we are trying to schedule regarding public safety here in the city and around the schools. And yeah, so I'll be getting back to you, and I will be out enjoying many of these activities this week. So I hope to see you around the city. Have a good one.